Today I have an epic cake for you. It's a cheesecake cake that's red velvet with Oreos. It's amazing. You're not gonna wanna miss it. Hey everyone, it's Dorothy with crazyforcrust.com and welcome back to my kitchen. I have this delicious and epic cake recipe for you today that's great for Valentine's Day, the holidays, or anytime someone wants cheesecake, red velvet, and Oreos all in one dessert. For more delicious desserts and easy recipes, be sure to subscribe to my channel. Now let's get in the kitchen. We're starting with 1 1/4 cups of flour, and we're adding 3/4 of a cup of granulated sugar along with a teaspoon of cocoa, a half teaspoon of salt, and a half of a teaspoon of baking soda, and whisk that together. Then we're gonna do our wet ingredients, which is a half of a cup of vegetable oil and a half of a cup of buttermilk. If you don't have buttermilk, you can make your own by adding a teaspoon of vinegar with enough milk to make a half of a cup. Then add in a large egg, a half of a teaspoon of white vinegar, 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, and you're gonna whisk that together just until it's combined. Once you have the wet ingredients and dry ingredients all done, you're going to mix them together. Just pour the wet ingredients into your dry ingredients, and then you're gonna stir it all together until it is nice and combined and smooth. Then add in a tablespoon of red food coloring. I love using just regular food coloring from the grocery store. Now I know that traditional cheesecake cakes are like layer cakes. This is one single layer, which makes it super easy. Then you're gonna add your batter to a 9-inch round cake pan. I lined mine with foil and sprayed it with nonstick cooking spray for easy removal. Or you don't have to do that, you can use parchment if you prefer. Just spread your cake batter into your pie plate and then set that aside while we make our cheesecake mixture. To make the cheesecake mixture, I have beaten 8 ounces of cream cheese until it's nice and smooth, and then I'm adding in 1/3 cup of sour cream. Now make sure that all of your ingredients are room temperature to avoid lumps. Add in 1/4 cup of granulated sugar and 1 large egg. The sour cream, cream cheese, and egg were all room temperature. Again, that's really important so you don't have a lumpy cheesecake. Then add in a teaspoon of vanilla extract, and you're gonna mix this together until it's nice and smooth and there are no lumps left in your cheesecake. Once that's all mixed together, you're going to add in a half of a cup of crushed Oreo cookies. I just chopped these ahead of time. Go ahead and just stir those in. Then you're gonna pour your cheesecake mixture into the pan on top of the cake mixture. Smooth it out. A little bit of the red velvet cake will show around the edges. That's fine. It's going to kind of create a crust. And then you're going to bake this at 350 degrees for 30 to 40 minutes until the cheesecake is just a teeny tiny bit jiggly in the center, but the toothpick in the cake part will come out clean. Cool it to room temperature and then chill for at least 2 hours before serving it. I love the combination of Oreos with red velvet and cheesecake with red velvet. It all goes so amazingly together. Once it's all frosted, it is time to serve this. When you slice it, you can see that it's like almost like a red velvet crust on the cheesecake, except it's fluffier because it's more of a cake with that cheesecake in the center and all of those Oreos. This is gonna be one of those cake recipes that people are not gonna be able to stop talking about. I know you're gonna love it as much as we do. Leave me a comment and let me know what your favorite combination of red velvet and Oreo is, and keep watching for even more cake recipes.